Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be the fourth update to the Deck of Panning Project Pan. I'm sorry that you can hear the kids on the upper level. They're playing and I'm sorry that they're so loud. I'm not sorry that they're playing and being kids, if that makes sense. This project was created by myself and I was inspired by a booktuber called Books with Maddie. She created the Deck of TBR as a game in which she chooses which books she wants to read per month. So she has, categories and prompts. And I did ask for her permission to create this into a project pan and she so thankfully said yes. This is a group collab and you can hop in whenever you like. The updates are on the 20th of every month and I do shuffle the game board, which I will insert a picture of, on the 10th of every month just in preparation for the updates. You do not need to draw your cards on the 10th, but I just wanted it to be done in plenty of time for people to get their updates together, whether that is on YouTube or on Instagram. You can find more details as well as the list of people participating down in my description box, the playlist, all of the things. I have committed to draw one new card every month, even if I haven't met a goal on anything, which is the case today. So my project just keeps getting bigger. I always hope that my updates won't be too long, so let's just jump right into it. All right, let's just kick it off with the big guy. I have seemed to be doing this with every update. This is the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani palette. This was for the Joker. Are you joking? Something you don't want to pan. That's this guy. So my goal is to either hit pan on another shade. I do have one pan in this palette, or to use it at least 30 times. And my goal from last month to this one was to use it 5 additional times. I can't remember what I was at. I think I've used it 4 times. I have 7 uses in on this palette, which is just a long way to go. I keep having my fingers crossed that eventually I'll get the veto space and I can kick this out. It just is not pairing with anything else I'm working on. It's a very neutral leaning cool toned and I'm working on a lot of like peachy shades right now. So it's not that I hate this palette and want to declutter it. It's just very hard to pan and also it's just not going with anything else. I have tried both of these browns in my brows and they do not work, which was unfortunate because that would have been a really easy way for me to get my 30 uses. This shade took me over 75 uses to hit pan. So I will definitely be hitting the 30 use mark before then. I'm hoping I can pan my cream like lid setting shade in another project here really soon, and then I can go in with Stark on an everyday basis to set my eyeshadow primer and hopefully knock out those 30 uses a little faster. But for now, we're just at 7. Now let's talk about the other eyeshadow palette I have in this project really quick. This was rolled in last time for a brand you own the most from. That is easily ColourPop for me. My goal is to use this 10 times. I have been wanting to reach for it because of these peachy spring shades. I am working on peaches in my Pan Those eyeshadows and I thought this would be a great pairing. And I've only reached for this 3 times, which is kind of disappointing. I'm noticing that I don't love this palette as much as I remember loving it. I love Garden Date and Side to Side, the Super Shock, and especially these 2 mattes, but I don't use the pressed glitters and I don't know. I need to play with it more. I have 7 more uses to go on this one. It was interesting to me that I'm not loving reaching for this as much as I once did. That might also just be that I'm burnt out on peach looks because I've been doing them so often, trying to pan other peaches, and I'm not reaching for all of the shades in this palette because they conflict with other shades in other projects. Just something random I wanted to know because I like to talk. The Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. This was pulled in for most expensive. This is my most expensive powder product, not powder, you know, face setting powder. My goal is to finish this because I want it out of my collection, and despite having used it, where's my notes? 21 times in total in this project, I can't make another new line since the last update. I mean, I could barely squeeze in a line, so I'm not going to do that because I'm going to eventually end up with just a thick black band. It's just not moving. I mean, granted, 21 uses, is that what I said? Yeah, 21 uses is not like that much. But I thought that this would be moving faster than it actually is. But I have 4 powders in projects right now. Next up, oh no, it fell over in my basket. Darn. This is the Touch In Sol No Poreblem primer. This got pulled in for something a friend is panning, and it's just Steph is also panning this. She is flying through hers way more than mine. She does her makeup more than I do, but in my mind we were racing even though I knew I was going to lose, you know what I mean? And it fell over, so I can't even see. I was lower than the line previously, of course, because I have used it. I was trying to tally how many uses between each update, but that just hasn't been working for me. I've used this 36 times since rolling it into the project, and I was here when we started. And now I'm about more than a centimeter lower than that. I don't know. Like I said, I have a long way to go on this. This is a great, more hydrating pore filling primer than what I typically think of when it comes to pore filling primers. I think of like dry, mattifying, and that's just not what this product is. All right, 2 products left. The first is the Seraphine Botanicals blush in the shade Happy Hibiscus. My goal is to use this 15 times, and I've used it 13. I can't believe I just kind of forgot the date, I guess, because I totally could have used this 2 additional times. I'm pretty disappointed in that, but because I'm drawing in a new card anyways, it doesn't matter. This will be rolled out next time for sure. It's definitely starting to look used and abused. It is the blush I'm wearing today. It is kind of a more mauve-y toned. Where did I even swatch that? Over here. A more mauve-y, like wintry toned blush, like rosy mauve. You know what I mean? 2 more uses. I can't believe I didn't have that goal met before this update. In my defense, I am filming a little bit earlier because I am really trying to do better about being on a schedule and filming ahead and then having time to edit. I am the worst for filming an update either the night before it needs to go live in the morning or the same day. Like I'll film in the morning and try and get it up in the afternoon, and I just have to stop doing that. All right, lastly was for a whole collection roulette product. I had to roll 4 times to get something that I either wanted to work on or wasn't already working on in another project, and that is the Kevyn Sculpting powder in the shade Light. My goal is to use this 30 times or to hit pan on it, and I have used this 11 times since rolling it into this project. And I was gonna say there's kind of a dip, but not really. I don't know if I'm ever going to hit pan on this. All right, now for the fun part. I'm going to pop up on the screen again the game board for this month. I'm not even looking. I don't even know what I would hope to get, but I never get what I want. So I'm not even going to speculate and make guesses. I am shuffling my cute Winnie the Pooh cards. I should rotate my Winnie the Pooh cards. I have another deck that's blue with different pictures. All right. I have no idea what I'd even want to put into this project because I just have so many products on the go. Here we go. King. This is the King of Hearts, which is for an oldest product. The face cards never change. Oldest of any category. I'm just trying to think. I'm overwhelmed with eyeshadows. Let me pull up my inventory. My oldest blush is already in a project. All right, I am back and I have chosen my oldest liquid lipstick. When I actually saw how old this was, it's bad. Considering I have hardly used it, it's really bad. Bought in August 2015. Is the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick in the shade Melted Fig. I have not used this in so long. I just smelled it. It smells fine. This has 12 mils of product in it. There is no way I will ever get through this whole tube, especially considering how many liquid lipsticks I have. My goal for this is to use it 10 times. It shouldn't be too hard to do. It is this beautiful purpley fig kind of shade. It still has a really sweet smell to it. I can't believe how old this is. Oh my goodness. It's a beautiful shade. I think it's going to be really fun with some spring summery looks. It's definitely more like purple than I remember. I thought it was more like mauve than purple, but nope. It's pretty purple. I mean, it looks like the packaging. I don't know why I'm that surprised, and that just shows you it's probably been years since I've even used this. I have a thing with decluttering. If someone doesn't actually want it in my life and I don't feel comfortable just throwing things in the trash unless they actually go bad. I know I'm weird that way, but 10 uses on this ancient liquid lipstick. Okay, let's quickly talk goals for next time. I think 5 uses per month is a good starting point for this palette. I only used it 4 times last time. I'm up to 7. If I can hit pan in that cream setting shade, my uses will go a lot faster on this because I'll start using that shade Stark like I mentioned, this one. But just in terms of setting goals for next update, at least 5. I do have 7 more uses to go on this, but I am really buckling down on the peach shades in my Pan Those eyeshadows. And like I said, this pairs really well with those shades. Whether, you know, I want a shimmer on the lid or what have you, a deepening up shade. So again, if I just focus, I definitely could get the 7 more uses out of this palette, but this one I'm not too sure about. I can definitely have 2 more uses on this blush, and I think that's it. I think the only like guaranteed rollout next time is the blush. Ideally, I would love to have 2 rollouts to keep this project at a more manageable number, because now I'm up to 7 products versus the 5 I started with. Just, it's my own doing. No one else needs to continue to add to their project. I just always wanted to get use from the game board, and like pulling cards each month is so much fun. And you know, it encourages me to work a little harder because I don't want this project to get out of hand. Yet here we are. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support on this project. It means a lot to me. This has been so much fun for me to just do on my own, but having it be a collab makes it so much better. I love watching all of your updates. If you have any prompt suggestions for the game board, let me know. That list is always growing every single month. It seems to get longer with more ideas. Those ideas are completely randomized before being put on to the game board, so hopefully your prompt suggestion could be put on the board at some point. I'm going to stop talking your ear off. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.